Hello, welcome. Welcome to my studio. My name is Kelly. Thank you for joining me for restorative yoga. Let's plug into the wall to restore and recharge. We'll do a few yin poses to begin with, and then we'll move on, finish the class with a few specific restorative poses using the wall. Okay, so bring your mat to a place where you can put your legs up on the wall or use the wall to stretch the upper body and lower body. We'll do a couple of warrior poses also using the wall. And probably, I don't think we're gonna need the bolster, but if you have a pillow, don't worry, we may use it. Blanket, grab a blanket, that's important. And 2 blocks. Blocks are very thick books, will be useful in this practice. We'll also do a couple of moves with straps. So lots of stuff right together, but that's what makes this practice what it is, a restorative practice where you use props to support the body and in the stretches to relax. So let's get started on your mat by sitting on a blanket comfortably, legs in front, and drop the head over to one side and then roll it over to the other side, and then do that again, releasing tension in the back of the neck. Rock the head forward and then over to the side. Now hold on the side, the opposite arm reaches to the side, and just slightly lift that arm up. Draw the shoulders back, pull in your abs, and sit up tall. And breathe. Close your eyes right here, settling in, becoming present. And then rock the head over to the other side. Reach the opposite arm, just a little up above the floor. Keep your eyes closed. Stretching through the trapezius, the side of the neck, the shoulder. And then bring the head forward again. And lift up. Now let's reach your arms up and stretch overhead. Reach the hands, spread your fingers, clasp your hands and press the palms up. Relax the shoulders down, pull in your front ribs, and then let's lean over to the side. So reaching over, lateral stretch, and then lower the hand down to the mat, reach up and over, and look up. Exhale, breathe in deeply. Keep both sitting bones on the floor. Inhale and reach both arms up. Clasp your hands, palms up, press, and then lean over the opposite way. Lateral stretch, feel the ribs spread apart on that side. Flexion of the body on the inside, extension on the other side. Draw the shoulder back. Now reach the hand down for the floor. And turn your chin towards your arm. You can bring your hand to the mat or point your elbow towards the floor. Spread your fingers. And then inhale and reach up. Let's stretch the front of the chest and the shoulders. Bring your hands behind your back. Clasp your fingers. Reach the knuckles away from you. Broadening through the chest and looking forward. Inhale. And exhale. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. Unclasp your hands. So actively stretching the chest, the pectorals, by reaching the arms, continuing to reach back, and then pull them in towards each other. But straight arms. Relax the shoulders. Actively stretching through those shoulders and the pectoral muscles by using your strength to keep the arms back and drawing towards each other. Take another deep breath in, and then exhale and relax. Now reach lean the head over to the side, reach the opposite arm over, and just gently have your palm cradle the head. Also getting the stretch through the outside of the arm, down the tricep, leaning the head over. And then inhale and reach or lift up. Opposite hand over and reach your hand, that arm over the head, and then cradle the head and the hand and point your elbow up. Close your eyes, relax the shoulder, inhaling and exhaling. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and reach up. And now let's turn. So twisting your body, put your hand on your thigh. And while we're doing that stretch, I'm going to put some music on. So a hand at your thigh and also check to make sure everything is going well. Looking over your shoulder, press your fingertips into the floor and looking back behind you. And then let's turn the opposite way. So reach up and stretch the opposite way by pressing your hand into the outside of your leg, fingertips behind the hip, and look over your shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathe in a deep breath of air and fully, smoothly exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. And then one more breath. Inhale and exhale. And then look forward. And my music's set. Put on some music if you haven't. Take the time to do that. We've got time, you guys. So reach up and stretch overhead. Bring the hands in front of your shins and walk them forward. Reach the arms, feel the length of the arms, the chest moving towards the legs. Then slide your hands in. Go ahead and bring the hands behind your hips and lean back. Look up at the ceiling. Lift up your legs. Separate your feet, the width of the mat. Point your knees up and then tip the knees side to side. Up and over. We're going to do the same thing with the leaning over and then twisting stretches, but changing the crossing of your legs. So do that 2 more times. Tip the knees one way and then the other way. Now cross your legs the non-default way. And reach your arms up and stretch overhead. Bring the right hand or one hand on the outside of the head and then lean over. Cradle the head with the hand. Draw the shoulder back. Point your elbow up. Inhale and reach up. Change sides. Opposite hand. Hand in the head, holding the head. Draw the shoulder back. Elbow points towards the floor. Inhale and reach both arms up. And twist. Hand on the outside of your leg. Fingertips behind. So use that to just turn slightly. The other thing is keep pressing your legs down, grounding, and then rotating. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale and reach your arms up, stretch overhead. Look up at your hands, and then twist the opposite way. Hand on the outside of the leg, fingertips behind the hip, and turn. Press the legs down, grounding. and then turning, stimulating the spinal cord, the vertebrae, the muscles in the spine, from the neck all the way down to the sacrum. And now look forward, inhale and reach up. Lean forward again. Walk your hands out for just 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Bring your hands in, and let's do the same thing. Lean it back. Feet on the floor, tip your knees, side to side. Go to the edge of your feet and watch the legs, observe the movement. How far going one direction, and then how far going the other direction, feeling anything that feels crackly or like not smooth in the hips as you move from side to side. So I guess the word is just smoothly move the knees side to side. And then we're going to come onto all fours. Bring your knees onto your blanket so your knees are cushioned. And then spread your fingers, top of your feet on the floor. So press the toes down and then look forward. Inhale. Exhale, round your spine. And as you round the spine, let your head lower and look back behind you. What's going on back there? Inhale and look forward. Exhale and round. Neutral spine. Bring your right forearm to the mat, or your left, whichever. And then reach the opposite arm. And then you're going to bring your forehead down to your forearm, but pull your abs in. Breathing in and breathing out. So it's kind of like a half threading the needle position. Anytime you're feeling stress in the upper body, the back, the neck, and you're at your desk, you can do this position where you place your forearm on the desk and then reach the opposite arm and rest your head. Now slide your hand in, and now we're going to thread the needle by reaching the arm to the side and thread through. Put your forearm down and then your shoulder down. And then the temple on the floor. So at first you'll feel a lot of weight there, but then make an adjustment. Shift your weight around from the temple or the side of your face to the shoulder. Move around a little bit. The knees and then the feet touching the floor. And this opposite hand right here, bring that up and around and just place it on your lower back. And then maybe you can reach around and grab your thigh over there. Pull your elbow in towards your back and breathe. So stretching the shoulder joint, internally rotating. The opposite shoulder externally rotating. And place the hand on the floor again beside your face, in front of the face. Lift up, round your spine into cat, lower down, cow. Inhale. Exhale, round spine, the spine, cat. And one more time, inhale. The neutral, flat back. Left forearm or the opposite forearm on the floor. Reach the opposite arm and put your forehead down on the forearm. Forehead, forearm. Reach the arm. Feel the stretch. So your chest is moving towards the mat, but I want you to pull your abs in. So your lower back is supported and you're not in a back bend. You want to have a straight spine right here. Press your fingers into the floor.
And slide your hand in and lift up. Thread the needle, reach the arm out, and then bring that underneath you. Set your shoulder on the floor, turn your head at the same time, and then look to the side. You can place your hand on the floor for support. Have your toes touching the mat. Reach your hand up and around, and then grab the thigh on the other side if you can. If not, just have your hand touching your lower back. Pull your elbow in. Breathe. Take another deep breath in, and then reach the hand around, press into the floor, lift up, and one more time, cat, and then cow. Cat, and then cow. So we're going to move up to the wall. I want you to have your props available near the wall, just somewhere nearby. You can keep those props there. Move the blanket in. We will use this when we put legs up the wall. So just right here for a moment, slide it in and come onto your shins. So rest the feet on the blanket and your knees, and reach the arm that's beside the wall straight up, and relax the shoulders. Looking forward, chin neutral. Walk your hand back. You may find that this gets pretty intense as you walk the hand back. If that's the case, then move away from the wall somewhat. Right? Then walk your hand down as far as you can. I want you to try to get your hand at the same height as your shoulder behind you. And the idea is that your body is squared the direction you're facing, or your hips and your shoulders. If you can, walk in a little bit more. Just walk in enough to feel that slight bit of tension, and relax the shoulders. So think 80%. Going into the stretch about 80%, not like full on. Walk it down more, a little bit more. Relax. Walk it down more. And all the way down. Now bring your elbow 90 degrees right here to the wall. And breathe. Relax the shoulder. Both shoulders. Let's do the other side. So turn around. Other way. So knees on the floor. I'm going to walk forward so my feet are cushioned also. All right, so now reach the arms straight up. Hand at your hip. Pull in your front ribs, looking forward. Relax the shoulders. Relax your jaw, your hips. So you have to really think about those places where you hold tension unconsciously. Walk the hand back. If you need to move out a little bit away, you can make an adjustment after you walk the hand all the way parallel to the shoulder. Square the hips and the shoulders and breathe. Pectoral, front of the shoulder. And then walk it down, and then relax. And now elbow 90 degrees, palm on the mat or on the wall, and just hold for a moderate stretch. Relax the shoulders. So your hand is straight up over the elbow, abs contracted, Chin neutral, relax the shoulders, relax the hips, the glutes, let them go. Your jaw. Okay, so now let's turn away from the wall. I'm going to have you stretch your quadricep and your flexors. So move the blanket forward just a little bit so your knees have some padding. You can have your blocks right here, like that. Bring your right foot forward and slide your knee back so that your foot goes flat onto the baseboard like that, right? So my big toe is just touching the floor gently, and shift your hips forward, flexor stretch, quad stretch right there. And so you've got your foot on the wall, on the baseboard, and you're really pressing. You can take this further and get a bigger stretch in the flexors and quadricep by bringing your foot up against the wall. Make sure your knee is on the blanket, right? So right here, opposite foot forward. So shift the hips. Blocks useful here for balance are to just support the body. So you can tuck your toes under right there, or put the foot flat and breathe. So strength are flexing, stretching the flexors right there in the front of the hip and the quadricep. Breathe in, breathe out. And if you want to adjust and take your foot back to the baseboard and move the knee away, that's an effective stretch also, just not quite as intense. There's a couple of ways to do this stretch, but definitely shift your hips forward as much as you can towards the floor. Breathe, inhale, in and out. And if you want to, you can rest your head or rest your chest on the forward thigh. That actually increases a little bit of the stretch, or just increases the stretch by putting some weight on the opposite leg and shifting your body closer towards the floor. And then walk your blocks back here. Keep your foot there and flex your foot in the front for a hamstring stretch. Super nice stretch right here. Flex your foot, flatten your back. Blocks are great here if you have them. If your blocks are closer to your knee, easier. Walk your blocks closer to your heel or your foot harder, or go down on the lower level of the blocks. Press your heel down. Draw the hip under. Feel your foot back there on the wall. And then lift, bring that knee to the mat and change sides. So opposite foot forward, bring your foot back there. You can, if you want to, you can also even tuck your toes under and press, get the space at your toe joint a little more mobile by holding that position, bending at the toe joint. Or if that's uncomfortable, of course, move the foot up a little bit higher so your toes are straight, and then lean in right here. And then again, if you want to, walk it back more, and then have your foot up and shift. Deeper quad stretch, flexors, looking forward, inhale, and then exhale. Support the body, core engaged. Breathe in and breathe out. Maybe you want to put your Drape your body over the forward leg. Then look forward and coming into half split pose. So your the leg that's forward, that foot, flex the foot, use your blocks. So this helps you ease into the stretch too, right? So right here, foot on the baseboard back there, flex your foot, press your heel down and draw that heel back towards you. So we're at pi right here. You can even make it easier like that. So once you feel the muscle kind of relax, then walk it down to the next level of your block. And then once it relaxes, the muscle relaxes again, walk it down to the lower level, press your heel down, and then maybe walk your blocks towards your foot, press down, like you're drawing that heel back towards you. Inhale and exhale. Relax the shoulders. And now slide your foot, place your foot flat, and then step forward. Right here, fold. Relax the shoulders. Bring your hands to your thighs and lift up all the way. Okay, so we're going to do warrior 3. So just one balancing pose, which actually engages the core and stretches your legs and hips as well as you're strengthening. So walk forward about visually what your leg length is, right? So we can always move. So you're going to use your blocks here on the highest height or your books and look down, abs in, reach up your right leg, place your right foot on the wall. If that feels like it's too close, walk your foot out. Right there. So walk your blocks so that your wrists are underneath your shoulders. And then pull your abs in, extend that, or press into the foot on the wall. Breathe in and breathe out. Don't drop the head. Lower your leg if you feel like it's too high. If it's too low, try to lift it just a little bit higher. You don't want to arch the spine. You want to have your back neutral. Abs in and breathe. Press into your blocks. Breathe in and breathe out. Warrior 3, supported by the wall and the blocks. Now just slowly lower your right leg all the way down. Keep your hips squared. And then fold all the way over. Reaching your arms behind you. Clasp your fingers. Reach the knuckles away. Move the shoulders away from the ears. Look through your legs. Inhale and exhale. Bring the hands to your thighs. Look forward. Hands on your blocks. Second side. Lift up your left leg. Place the foot on the wall. And you can keep pressing into your toes, your heel, abs in, spine neutral. So you want your hips also level to the floor. Breathe in, breathe out. Take one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, lower that leg to the floor. Bring your feet wider apart this time. Fold over. Grab your elbows and sway from side to side.
We're going to come up to the wall, legs up the wall. I'll show you how to get there. Bring your hands to your shins and lengthen and look forward. And then bend your knees, come down into Malasana to start with. And then we're going to sit on the floor. So try to sit behind your heels without touching the floor. Just try. If you have to use your hands, go ahead. But try to tuck the tailbone and sit down and then extend your legs out straight. Now we're going to turn facing the wall. You need your blanket up against the wall because you want your hips higher than your shoulders once you have the legs up. Come up to the wall and you bring your hip up to the wall like this and then kind of scoot so that your elbows can be on the cushion surface. And then you're just going to lean back all the way, look at the ceiling, walk one leg up, other leg, and then turn your body. Right there. Nicely done. All right, so here's the thing, you guys. I can bring my glutes all the way to the baseboard, but I've got flexible hamstrings. If your hamstrings are really tight and you can't bring your hips, your sitting bones to the baseboard, that's completely fine. Just back off. I don't want you to be shaking right here. So this stretch should be, again, call it 60 to 80% effort. Feeling the stretch. But then allowing the muscles to relax as you hold the position. And breathe. You can rest your hands on your belly for a moment. Relax the shoulders. So legs up the wall is a great way to even the hips around the sacrum. They can go off balance just from doing any movement, any functional movement in your day or in strength training, any type of fitness, running, biking. So the weight of the legs weighting down into the hip socket and evening up the hips. So your hips are a little higher, fluids draining from the legs down to the hips, the pelvis, and then continuing towards the shoulders and the heart. Bring your arms out like a T and relax the shoulders fully. Now I want you to turn your feet out. And your heels on the wall. Flex your feet. Now bend your knees. Knees out to the side, diamond pose. Feet together. Feel the soles of the feet. Press the knees with your strength towards the wall. Relax the mind with your breathing. Again, smooth, intentional inhale. And a full and smooth exhale. Relax the shoulders. Let go of any tension in the body, the hips, the belly, your knees, moving up the jaw, the back of your head. Extend the legs up straight. Bring the right leg towards you or the left leg towards you and reach around and grab the hamstrings. Pull that leg in with the leg straight. Hamstring stretch right there. Opposite leg on the wall. Flex your foot. And then reach that heel towards the wall, change sides, fingers behind the hamstring, pull that leg in, press
Press the heel into the wall, and then pull the opposite leg towards you, getting a good hamstring stretch right there. So just give it a little tug on that leg. Feel the hamstring engage, and then notice when that feeling of tension kind of dissipates. Staying present. And now, wide angle, legs out. So if you need to, you can support like this. But if it's okay, if you're okay just letting the weight of the legs kind of draw away from each other towards the floor, or let gravity pull the legs out, then do that. Keep your legs straight. And have the arms come out to the sides. Close your eyes, 5 breaths. Inhaling. Fully exhale. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now place the hands on the outside of your legs. Pull them in together. Bend your knees and come into a ball. Grab the legs and pull them in to your chest. And you can do a little rock from side to side. Little baby rock. Side to side. All right, we're going to kind of inch our way from the ball. So we can go into supine. Thread the needle. Place the blanket underneath your head. So ankle on your knee. And press the knee away like this, right? You can grab your foot. The opposite foot is flat on the wall. Super. This is my favorite stretch, I think. Press that hand into the knee. Lower back on the floor. Threading the needle is doing this number, pulling around the hamstring. But you don't have to do that since your foot's on the wall. So just press that leg away and hold. Let your foot go, the left foot and the right foot. No need to hold flexion or tension. Relax the shoulders again. Scanning down the body, relax the belly, the hips, the jaw. And now bring the right ankle or the ankle off of the knee. Before we go to the other side, I'm going to have you walk your feet. So if you had your ankle on your knee, whichever foot was on the wall, that's the way you're going to walk your feet over. So you go into a side twist. And then look the opposite direction, reaching your arms. Five breaths. Breathe in deeply. Fully exhale. Breathe in deeply. And fully exhale. Now turn your head. Looking up, walk your feet onto the wall, place the opposite ankle on knee, and notice what's happening in your lower back as you
position your legs and press this knee away. To getting a good stretch through the outside of the hip, the IT band. Keep your lower back on the floor. You can let this foot go. Don't need to flex the foot, but press out gently. Notice where you may be holding tension again in your shoulders, your hips, your jaw, the ankle, the legs. Soften, soften. And now bring the left ankle off of the right knee, or ankle off a knee, and walk your feet over to the opposite side. Let the legs rest on top of each other and turn your gaze. Relax. 5 breaths. One more deep breath in. Exhale. And then walk your feet up, right there. Now bring your knees into your chest, happy baby pose. Feet facing the ceiling, and you can rock or you can just hold it static. Bring those knees down towards your shoulders. Great mobility, stretch, and movement for the lower back and hips and knees. So as we get older, we lose the ability to squat or position the knees and the hips in this type of flexion. Happy baby helps to create more mobility, loosening up those stiff areas. So recommendation is, if you're ever feeling stiff in the hips, do legs up the wall and then the diamond pose and wide angle with the legs side, and then happy baby. Those 4 poses are just perfect for loosening up stiff hips anytime. And think 5 breaths per move. Or listen to a song. Halfway through the song, change positions. All right, let your feet go. And let's roll over to the side. And then push yourself up to a seated position. We're going to sit on your blanket. In a few minutes, we'll have Shavasana. Move your body off, or come off of the blanket and move it up. And then lower down. Move stuff out of the way, or you can use it as props. Lower down your head to the mat. Lift up your right leg, straight up, strap around the right foot. Extend out the right leg, hip flexor stretch. So 80% effort here. So slight bend in the knee, lifting up that leg, reach up. Anytime you have something going on with your knee, feeling stiffness or feeling some discomfort, legs up, stretching the hamstrings, the flexors on the other side, the lower back, the glutes, all essential for keeping those knees healthy. This is also great for stretching the calf right there. So squeeze the calf. Weight of the arms pulling your leg in. No need to wind up the strap around your hand. Just clasp and hold. And so bend your left knee and
Bring that foot up and let's change legs. Extend out the right leg, left leg up, straight. Reach up really high, and then let the weight of the arms pull your leg in. Hamstring stretch. Notice what's happening with the opposite leg. Try to get the calf to the floor. And breathe. Relax the neck, the shoulders, the head on the mat. Scanning down, relax the shoulders, the belly softens, the hips, your feet. And then start to bend the knee and remove the strap. And let's set up for Shavasana. I'm going to show you what you can do. So let's take your blanket. We're going to stretch the muscles between your shoulder blades. All right, so this length, got that? So we were right here, right? So here we're just opening it up one time, and then you're going to do in a tight roll this up like that, like you roll a sleeping blanket, and then the move that up there, and then bring this towards your hips. Make sure your heels are on the cushion of the mat. And then you're going to come down to your forearms, position the end of the roll correctly at the end of the spine towards the sacrum, and then because you want that to be comfortable, your glutes are on the floor. And then you can kind of pick up the underneath your neck and make a little pillow area right there for your neck support. And then reach your arms up. The blanket roll is underneath the spine, so it's along the spine right there. So spreading the tissue by reaching your arms, spread the blades apart, then pull the elbows out to the side, palms facing in, and have the blades come over the edge. You'll feel that right there, right? So you can kind of pinch the blades in and feel the sides of the roll. Then reach the arms to the side. And I want you to separate your legs just slightly. Let your feet fall out and relax. The mind especially. So try not to fall asleep. Being aware of the body. Being present. But not focusing in on anything specific. Just being. When thoughts come, recognize them and then let them go. Just like a cloud coming in, continues moving, and then it disappears. Don't attach to it, let it go. your next 5 breaths of air, visualize the airflow going into the body. And then exhale. Fully exhale all the way out. Deeply breathe in. And then fully exhale that out. Smoothly practice breathing. Inhale. And then fully exhale. Deeply breathe in. And fully exhale. Begin to move your fingers and move your toes. Squeeze, make a fist, and then open the fingers. Extension, full extension, flex, and point your toes. Curl and flex, curl and flex. All right, bring your elbows to your sides and lift up. Move your blanket out of the way. Let's lie on the mat for just 30 seconds with no props and release everything. If you need to, you can place your feet on the floor if that helps your back. If you have lower back tension, when your knees are bent, easier on the back, the spine, back of the head on the floor, relax your shoulders. Now separate your knees, drop the knees over to one side and then the other side. Windshield wipering the knees side to side. Two more times. One more time. Now you're going to roll over to one side, push yourself up to a seated position, and sit up well. Bring your hands together. Sit up tall. Fill the lungs with a breath of air. And fully exhale that out. Bring the edge of the hands to the third eye, the mind's eye. Relax the shoulders. In gratitude. And a gesture of thanks. Bring the edge of the hands to the heart and bow your chin. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for doing this class with me. Let me know if you do the recording, and let me know if you did this live with me. I appreciate it so much. I will see you again. Please let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything I can help you with. All right. See you later. Bye.